So again, here we have another function. It's a displacement function. The displacement function is a differentiable function on the interval from 0 to 10. And you're given a table of values. Here's my derivative function, the velocity, and the time is given here. Does the velocity function ever reach 7 meters per second? Okay, so we need to make sure we can infer this idea of continuity. Okay, if something is differentiable, if d is differentiable, what that implies then is its derivative is continuous. Okay, so in this case, that means then v of t is continuous. Okay, so that's important. So now we've established that the velocity function is continuous. So we're being asked, does the velocity ever reach 7 meters per second? Well, we know that 7 meters per second is a y coordinate in between here and here. It's also a y coordinate between here and here. Now, we don't know what's going on here. So this could have actually gone down to -5, back up to 12. We don't know. Okay, but at least in these two intervals, we have the conditions that we need to state the IVT. So it's continuous through here. We know that the low point is 0, the high point is 5, or so high point is 10. So we must be able to we must know that VC must equal 7 meters per second in this interval, and we'll call that C1, and we'll call this VC2. It also must equal 7 meters per second in this interval. Okay, so we're going to use it, apply the I intermediate value theorem. Okay, so V of t is continuous in the interval and we're going to say between 3 and 5. Okay, therefore, by the intermediate value theorem, we can say that f of c equals 7 meters per second in the interval between where c is in between 3 and 5. Okay, so this is a statement we can make based on the IVT. We have the condition for IVT, we applied IVT, and this is the result of that. Okay, so I'm just going to change the color here because we'll do the same thing here based on the intermediate value theorem again in this interval. So we also can say that the V of t is continuous in the interval from 8 to 10. Okay, therefore, by the intermediate value theorem, we know that f of c is equal to 7 meters per second in the interval between 8 and 10. Okay, where t is equal between 8 seconds and 10 seconds.